Okay, everyone, well, after a heck of a DLC so far, it seems we're finally going to meet up with this so-called legendary stalker. And I have no clue what's going to happen. If we're going to fight her, if we're going to team up, if she's going to be dead, if she's going to be infected. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a moment. And I think we're going to end up at the Rose Estate. Eventually. They've talked about it so much. She's sick. She's infected. Damn. What's up, RAC? My day is going well, thank you.
You look familiar. Wait. This is Romeo's locket.
Romeo was the real life son of Geppetto, correct? If I remember correctly. I guess she was his guardian.
How? This is something very dear to me. Thank you for returning it. But, before all that, how did you find me?
About finding Leia, about the tracker's worried about her, about the photo in the locket.
The tracker has always looked after others. That's the principle that guides him. Comrades would be a better term to describe us than friends. That said, he is the reason I'm listening to you now. Just don't ask me anymore.
Romeo was the king of the puppets. Carlo was the son of Geppetto. That's right. See, I'm getting it all confused. The names are similar too. So Romeo was the king of puppets, and then eventually you had to fight him, right? But he was a puppet at that point. Yeah. And then Carlo was the son of Geppetto. So she was the one who cared for Romeo. All right.
This photo. It's the last print left. A pity it's damaged. A memory of me with my 2 apprentices. Happier days now gone forever. I was tough on them. I was such a fool. I never appreciated how precious our time together truly was. When tragedy befell us, I couldn't face the past. But Romeo kept the locket for me. To tell you the truth, I couldn't bear it. It was just too painful to see how happy we'd been.
Right, now I'm trying to remember. Weren't Carlo and Romeo, weren't they both like kids, but not really? Man, it's so hard to remember the plot. It's been a year and a half ago. It was a good plot, though. I remember. Okay.
I see. The tracker. He told you about me. He never could fix that irksome quirk of his. Always wasting his time on lost causes. But he doesn't extend his trust easily. His faith in your character speaks volumes. Does that mean I can trust you?
No! Murder her. You can trust us.
Fine. I concede you are not my enemy. If you were, the tracker would have made sure you never reached me. The fact you're alive means he trusted your intentions when he sent you here.
Alright, about Romeo's whereabouts.
All this is the work of that damned Arlecchino. We have a history. When he ran rampant as a serial killer long ago, I was the one who put an end to his reign of terror. He was evil to the core. So during our battle, I did my best to destroy his body. Perhaps he holds a grudge against me over that. I had heard the ego of a murderer awakened within his ergo. But can a puppet be considered human through ego alone? I don't even know if a puppet is capable of holding a grudge like a human. But since he dragged Romeo into this, I will not let it stand.
That's right. So Romeo and Carlo were like friends, the king of puppets and the real life son of Geppetto. She was like their caretaker, bodyguard, but then it all went to shit, if I remember correctly.
Do you truly mean that? You'll be putting your life on the line. I'd like to say I don't need your or anyone's help. But the last time I fought Arlecchino, I just barely managed to get the upper hand. And that was when I was healthy. There's no guarantee I'll win this time. With Romeo's life at stake, I accept your help. From one stalker to another, I, Leia Florence, ask you to fight with me.
All right, and where is Romeo?
Arlecchino left me an invitation to meet. To think he was under my nose the entire time. I searched everywhere for him. Insanity. No time for regrets. Romeo is at the Rose Estate. Along with that damned puppet.
Okay, how about the next steps? Where are we going?
We must find a way into the Rose Estate. Despite outward appearances, its defenses are formidable. And the bigger problem is, I've lost my key. So,
Break the
you
window.
and I will have to work something out when we reach the gates.
Give her the key.
The key?
We have it.
What? How? You must be part Crow. You certainly hoard everything you come across. This is the key I lost a while ago. Well, this will make it much easier to get inside. The entrance to the Rose Estate is further up the mountain path.
Okay, that's gonna be the finale of the
Come on,
DLC, I would guess.
I'll wait for you outside.
She's not gonna have a good end, is she? She's already infected, so good chance we'll be fighting her. Damaged poster. The face poster featuring the image of a missing person. Holes have been torn out where Romeo's eyes should be. On one part of the poster, a map showing a path leading to the Rose Estate is drawn in red ink. Leia's will.
Romeo, this is likely my final message to you. I am off to battle Arlecchino to save you. I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. There was nothing admirable about my life. But I did what I could. In the only way I knew how. I know Carlo's death scarred us all. I know it changed everything. But we endured. There was always hope. And it was because of you. Without you by my side, I would have been lost long ago.
Copium on the YouTube side of things says, how do we always have 200 or more people watching, but only 3 chatters? Well, it's very simple. A lot of people like to watch my stream, but don't want to talk because they don't want to be harassed. They don't want people coming after them. They're called the silent majority. Right? It's a lot of people who watch me and just, they'll come by every once in a while and support and say something nice, but they're not going to be involved because these idiots stalked them, and I don't blame them for that, you know? It's exactly what it is. By so many people, I don't get it. How does Phil get so much support? Because people actually like me, but they're not going to come out publicly because then they get harassed by crazy lunatics on the internet. All right, we're going.
Be careful. The enemies here are not to be taken lightly.
Fighting together. It's a co-op session.
Hold their attention!
Let's be honest, those are almost the same as the robot dogs. I know they're supposed to be mutated, but they almost attack exactly the same way. Not used to the swing on this thing yet.
attention.
Big guy over there. Okay, you fight her. Got destroyed. Yikes. Completely mauled. Princess Luna did a $5 super chat and says, I don't chat mostly because the stream is normally up on a second screen while I'm doing something else. I know that a lot of people do that as well. They're having this as like background noise to something that they're doing. That's totally fine. I appreciate you guys just as much as those who actively participate in chat. I really do. A lot of people watch my stuff on demand and to just swing by when they can to say hi and support. Double knockdown, double identical animation. The Shepherd's Amulet. Increased damage of throwing objects. Who cares about that?
We're wasting time.
I know, that was a waste of time. I agree with you. That was a really crappy item I just got. Shepherd's Amulet.
Okay, let's go.
Who has a throwing build for Lies of P?
You have some skill. You must have had a good teacher.
Actually, I'm self-taught, thanks very much. Oh, big boy. And I was aciding it. I'm stuck against the wall again.
We're wasting time.
Interesting room. Jade says, me too, I'm playing Rivals, but I'm watching. Villain says, are we heading to the end game? I think this is. I think Rose Estate is the end of the game. It seems like it is. And so this is the lead up to the end of the game. Of course, after that, we're going to go meet that, the girl puppet back at the Golden Tree and see if anything happens there. I don't know. Maybe there'll be a boss fight at the Golden Tree.
Oddly familiar.
I like the way you move. You bitch. I was swinging. I love the double swing. She did kill the enemy faster than I did. I thought I was gonna beat her, and then I guess she was doing big damage over time, but I had to stun to do the damage. She can teleport. What the holy hell? Did you see that move? That was cool.
Some legendary stalker who's title.
Did you stop ganging up on me?
Right there.
Give him the spritz. Boom! Explodes.
Then prepare yourself.
I love those explosions. Jade said, can we do some Iori tonight? We might, Jade. Let's see how the comp goes tonight. You know, we're on PlayStation and the comp is up and down, so if it's really tough opponents, I probably can't pick Iori only because I'm not good with him. But if we have, like, not so tough opponents, maybe I'll go to Iori again. We'll see. I would like to play with more Iori. I like more characters, you know, rather than the same ones over and over, so we'll see what happens. Oh shit, I totally forgot about the retaliate. You're right. Dr. Oink, I forgot all about it. So his other move instead of the acid is retaliate, where you block and then you can counterattack. I forgot I had it. So I'll have to maybe try that next. You need, I think, 2 stocks for that. And the third is this encounter, the follow-up. How do I have a giant club and I'm missing? I love how they're comboing me and I can't get away.
You have some skills, I must admit.
Annoying. They just comboed the shit out of me.
Have we met before by some chance?
I don't talk. I'm mute, can't you tell? That's pretty impressive. I don't know how the hell she does that, but it's cool. Maybe you'll get her weapon if she dies. You can do that shit. What are you doing here? We're out of the zoo.
Let's go. We don't have much time.
Yeesh. Turn of the baboon. More. That's a big baboon. Finish him. Oh, damn. Good shit. Very nice.
Keep moving. We just need to cross this bridge.
You see the lighthouse there, that's cool. Jeez! So many. You got crazy effects. Now we got a big boy coming. Jeez, what a gauntlet.
Die on me.
That was impressive. Whatever the hell she just did made my graphics go fucking crazy. It was amazing. What's up, X-Shooter? How are you? We just got a Solutionist's Amulet.
Why have you stopped?
Increase Fable charge amount and Fable art damage when a pulse cell is discharged. No. No, I don't want that. Okay. Pretty insane sword she has. Crazy moves she's doing.
Lose Romeo. I have to save him. I must. I will. Damn this snow. We must hurry.
I have 1 healing left. Great. Off to the Rose Estate.
The Rose Estate. Keep moving.
I got stuck on the fence. I wasn't looking. She's like, what the hell are you doing? Idiot. Off to the sides, anything? No? You buffoon! No, nothing either way. Okay, just wanted to be sure. Hopefully there's a nice stargazer on the inside.
Here. I have the key.
Yeah, I gave it to you. She's dying.
We made it, but I may have pushed myself too hard. You go ahead. Check out the situation. I'll follow soon. I just need to take something for the pain.
They did mention she's addicted to painkillers now. And that they don't actually do anything but, you know, negate the pain, so that's how she's pushing through, but she's still gonna die. All right. Level up here.
What happened here? Wait, could this be the Monad Charity House tragedy? But that was the petrification disease, wasn't it? This is just a massacre.
Okay. This is 1 and 3. 1 and 2. My capacity, that's right, I took off the other weapon and my capacity was down. Yeah. Maybe something in vigor? A little bit more stamina, a little bit more health. Like, none of these really help, so... I guess I'll just do technique. Alright, guys. We are now at 45 minutes left on the stream. We're playing straight till 4. We had a lot of gameplay today. Great advancement, right, in the DLC. We're likely not beating this in 45 minutes, so maybe it will warrant one more stream. We'll find out. But guys, we are now at, what, 113 of support? We are so close to the goal. 37 to go. Let's get it going now. Let's not wait till the very last minute. Let's get support to hit that goal. Notably, it would be great to get some subs on Kick, because I think we only had 1 or 2 earlier. We have had a lot of tips and a lot of super chats, okay? Or maybe some memberships. We have no memberships today. All right, anything would be appreciated, but let's hit that goal. Let's not forget. Let's hit it. All right. Wait a minute. Excuse me. It's disgusting belch. I'm sorry about that. I want to make sure there's nothing else I missed. No. Did everything else. The Monad Charity... It says Rose Estate, but it's actually the Monad Charity House. So they were under the impression that the Monad Charity House massacre was because of the disease, but it's not. Everyone here is already dead, so you know who it was? It was Arlecchio. Arlecchio came here and killed everybody. Yeah. The finale of the DLC is fighting Arlecchio. That's interesting. Wonder what he'll be like. I mean, he was just a puppet that was, like, deformed and fucked up when you met him in the real game, the base game. Oh, this looks great. Look at that. I'm not sure how that's possible. This was done as revenge. Yep.
Not like this. This wasn't supposed to happen. Romeo.
He gave him the stretch. Holy moly.
Is it me? Is it my fault? Romeo. You never should have had to suffer this. Not you.
Yeesh. Romeo's letter and a blood-splattered photo. Master Leia, by the time that you read the letter, I'll be at the zoo taking care of the matters I recently informed you about. Please don't be concerned that I'm acting of my own. I'm not a child anymore. I hope instead you will focus on getting some rest. Your wealth won't improve without it. I will bring you some fine coffee. It's health, by the way, not wealth. I'll bring you some fine coffee that suits your taste when I return. Your faithful apprentice, Romeo. A photograph of a young man whose blonde hair is streaked with blood. His face is not visible. So he hung him up and he ripped him apart and stretched him out. Yikes. Well, he's an asshole, and we're gonna have to kill him. We didn't kill him in the first game. He was already dead. But now they're gonna make him that you have to fight him.
This is horrific. To see the arms of her apprentice like that. Do you think she'll be okay? I mean, that would destroy anyone, regardless of their resolve. The only way we can help her is to find Romeo.
Find Romeo? I'm pretty sure he's dead. Those are his arms. He's dead. Find Romeo is what he just said. Are you stupid? By the way, this is a shortcut. Why would you want to find Romeo when you know he's dead? I want to find Arlecchio and smash him. Of course, we know Arlecchio will survive into the new game. So even if they defeat him, he doesn't die, but then he dies in the new game anyway. I said the new game, the original game. So, there you go. But you gotta kick his ass in the past to make it to the present. The Rose Estate, the cradle of truth. On the potential of the murder puppet, to the most honorable Sir Simon. The second experiment involving Puppet A is complete. Although rigorous testing must still be conducted, so far we have avoided any major conflicts or issues. As expected, this puppet is a small, even insignificant thing, but it is self-aware. In fact, it believes itself to be human. We will continue to observe the subject in hopes it is able to master the appearance, if not the truth, of human thought and behavior. We believe it could be quite useful to you in the future, Sir Simon. When we procured the puppet, it was so severely damaged, it required a full set of new limbs. Because it was so thoroughly destroyed, even I had doubts of whether we could recover it in an operable state. The repairs took longer than expected. We ask for your patience and understanding regarding this. So, Sergio, the puppet manager, actually fixed up Arlecchio. Stupid decay. This is some pretty depressing sights and music, isn't it? Look. They were all doing nice things. They were living here in this charity house, and they all got mutated. All this guy needs to do is go to the bathroom. Petition to the Order. To the esteemed and honorable Sir Valentius. Firstly, while I understand your apprehension of Simon's talent, you must understand how malicious the man has become. I have confirmed he actually procured a puppet driven by the ergo of a deranged killer. A heinous thing tainted with blood and as dark as the abyss is deep. Simply so he could study it. I have heard it is said that if you gaze too long into the abyss also gazes into you. Yet the abyss, we are told, is the way we must go if we are to emerge into the light. But what light is to be gained from embracing the mad ergo of a remorseless killer? Please, before it is too late, you must take action and sanction him. Your faithful aide, Arden. As we know, that happened immediately. Right. Is that it? Is that all that's in here? Okay. Now what? Dead end. Oh, I didn't Don't see this way. Spin to win. Bump it bump. Oh, I bounced off the wall. And I bounced off the wall again. Why is every swing in this game left to right bouncing off the left wall? Happens every time. Yes, this is all stuff that happened before the first game, because you traveled back in time somehow, which is still not explained how that happened. Man, he got Sherlock Holmes' coat all dirty. Music's super sad. Dr. Jedi asked, did I ever thought of dabbling in voice acting? I was interested in it at one point until I found out that voice acting is very, very much an insanely competitive, hard to get into field, because it's kind of like real acting where you have to know people, you have to have agents, you have to be in the in demand. Like, why do you think the same voice actors seem to get all the high profile jobs in voice acting? Oh wow, that was effective. That was incredibly effective. Now I know. I should be using that. A big boy. Goodbye. Thermite and a resplendent ergo fragment. So, yeah, like, voice acting is pretty hard to get into unless you know people, unless you have tons of experience, you know. But that's why, if you look at big high-profile games, they almost always have the same, like, 10, 15 people in them. Because it's just like actors. You want the most high-profile actor, you want the most high-profile voice actor for your project. So it's really hard to get into, and you know, it would probably take so much time, practice, effort. It's not going to be worth it, you know? Damn, it's so sad. Look at this. Well, the voice actor for Mind's Eye used to be an MLB player. I guess that's how he gets the big roles. Was he really? You're only invited to the evening of philanthropy being held at the Monad Charity House. By the way, look at the picture. So that's why that robot girl, the puppet girl, that's a picture from here. So was she a real girl here, and then she got made into a puppet later? Was she really a friend of Carlo? Spring celebration photo. May your future days be naught but happiness. I don't think that happened. Half an hour left on the stream, everybody. Half an hour left. If you're enjoying, again, please support. We still are at 37 to go to hit the goal. I don't know why we got so much support early on and now almost nothing for the second half, but it'll be great to hit our goal when we're so dang close. So please consider it. All right. Troy Baker, exactly, Jade. Troy Baker gets all the roles. What is going on in here? A family's happy memory. My family, they're everything to me. In honor of Carlo's upcoming coming-of-age party, Leia, Carlo, and Romeo. There you go. Their photo together. Sophia's diary. This petrification disease has everyone frozen with fear. Frozen except for the trembling. Father ordered the quarantine measures at the first sign of trouble, and Antonia's music has helped calm and comfort those desperate people, many children, who fled here. If the quarantine works, this winter will pass with no further trouble. But nothing could prepare us for the pain of losing someone so precious. We're still recovering, especially Romeo and her. I pray for the safety of those still outside. P.S. Simon asked to meet at the harbor, but I declined. It's far too early for the next food shipments. What would he want?
Wait, this must be Sophia's room. So, she was here when all this happened.
Okay. Another letter from an old friend, this one undelivered. Damn, this is a long one, guys. Get ready for this. What's up, Habib? How are you today, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the conclusion of the stream. I know you're angry about what you've read, and I'm sorry for any rudeness, Antonia. That is what Grandmaster Geppetto, the head of the workshop, would have sent you. This is different. This letter is from your old friend, Giuseppe. Antonia, ever since that day, I can't recognize this world. I was intolerant. An ambitious man who came to believe his own genius reputation only focused on one thing, reaching the pinnacle of his field. When I learned of Venini's brilliant work, I didn't want to acknowledge him. How dare he try to outdo me? Remember, Venini's the guy who helped you throughout the first game, the inventor. I was vain, only satisfied when the world's praise and attention were all mine. Yet my world was a gilded treasure chest that remained utterly empty. Camille taught me there was still hope. Worlds even an empty man could still live for. That's the trouble with finding heaven. Losing it is more terrible for having known it in the first place. I'm not the man that I was before Camille, but I'm no longer the man I was when she was still here. I needed her eyes to see the world without pain, her soul to see how to live it, to learn how to love it. Excuse me, I'm bumbling over my words. Yet no matter how hard I try to remember now, it all slips through my fingers. My world has lost all color. I think I understand to my very bones the old saying, hell is the pain of remembering loss. So I can't speak. So I am an empty man again, Antonia. Even now, Giuseppe Geppetto is no different than a puppet's hollow shell. I have one last worry, the child. I decided to let him try to live in Camille's world, and that meant a world without me. Thanks to you and the Monad Charity House, the child grew up happily, I think, and I am grateful. Leaving the child was selfish, I can't deny it. Leaving him to grow up without parents was unforgivable. And yet, I still believe that it was the right path. Instead of growing up in a world of ash and ruin, Carlo had you. I hope someday you can forgive this old fool, Antonia. Your friend, Giuseppe. I am not going to read erotica for goals reached, you disgusting pervert, you. Even suggest such a thing is incredibly insulting. Especially after what I just read. Alright. If only I didn't bumble over my words, it probably would have had more impact, but I guess I'm a buffoon. Look at that. Look at that. They tried to bait. One hit kill. Yeah, that counterattack is incredibly effective. It takes 2 stocks, but dude, that does an insane amount of damage. So, really, really good counterattack thing. If you don't want to just use the spray of acid. It's a great weapon. It's a shame you can only use it in the DLC, you know. Oh, hi. Look at this asshole. Look at this. He's big. The big chunker. Fell backwards. Did hit him with the counterattack. There we go. Good night. A beautiful gory explosion covered in blue blood. Oh, yeah! Sorry, I got a little excited. Okay, let's see. Let's fight this dude. The chef. Mamma mia, what did you do? Actually, he's a French chef. Oh, no. Up the butt. Boosh! Damn, I flattened his ass. He pooped out a Legion magazine. I flattened him so hard. Damn. All right. Radiant ergo chunk. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a good... No, the gun sword was good, Parasolo. It was. The gun sword, basically, you don't even have to do regular attacks. You just parry, then you counterattack with R2. And the gun was doing giant chunks of stun every time. So that was good. But this, like, all the DLC weapons have been good. Every single weapon has been very viable. But definitely I had to redo my build to a motivity build because my build had been a technique build. But going to respec and motivity, all these weapons are like outstanding. So they're all great. Habib, 24-pound super chat. 24 pounds. Let's see what that is. Go. $32.30. Thank you, Habib, for $32.30 super chat. That's probably our biggest super chat of the day, I would say. Let's take a look. Indeed, by a mile. And that's enough to do it. Indeed. Thank you, everyone. An extended stream of Lies of P today. I hope that you have enjoyed all the gameplay as we're heading into endgame. We only have about 20 minutes left, so it looks like we're not beating this today. Unless it's, like, the final boss right around the corner. I don't know if we need a day stream or a night stream. I'll have to ask everyone how far I am into this thing to finish it up. But it's been a great ride. I'm really enjoying it. It looks like we're heading into the finale. Looks like Arlecchio is in the basement. X-Shooter says, what happened to the throwback channel? Well, X-Shooter, two things happened, okay? Number one, at the end of last year, we were kind of getting a little bit bored of the throwback streams that I was doing. If you remember, I was doing them like once a week on Sunday night where I would react to my old gameplay and we would chill. And, you know, we were like, let's give it a hiatus. Let's see if it comes back. To be honest, I think we should bring it back at some point. We just haven't really found the right time, especially because of my new setup and all. You know, I can play any game I want and everything. We've just been doing a lot of gaming, which has been great, right? So I think at one point we will go back to the throwback stuff in that regard. Now, in regards to the old videos that we were restoring, well, there's a two-parter there. On number one, basically, the person who was doing it for me retired and said that they couldn't do it anymore. And it sucks because I was paying them and everything, but they said they just couldn't do it. So it is what it is. On top of that, to be frank, I just don't think that it was worth the amount of time and effort that was going into it. I'll give you an example, okay? FYI, there was, let's say, one video of an hour that would be made over there, which was the original gameplay, you know, edited together into one video. Usually it was anywhere from 4 to 6 videos that was put together, upscaling the visuals to be actual 1080p now, upscaling the frame rate so it would be 60 frames, fixing the audio because a lot of the audio sounded awful, was damaged, had copyright issues, so fixing all of that, then running it through editors so that it all encodes, uploading it, watching it back, naming it, titling it, thumbnail for it, all of that work. No exaggeration. A video like that was taking like 8 hours to make for a 1 hour video that we would upload to that channel and would get 50 views. So, and it was me working on it, them working on it, it was everyone working on it together. It was a collective effort to get these out. And that was every day putting out a video like that. So after a while, you know, we did it for about a year. We restored all the missing playthroughs, right? Red Dead Redemption's up now. You can watch that. Final Fantasy 13's up now. You can watch that. We restored playthroughs that had been destroyed, like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Or not San Andreas, Vice City, right? Once the ones that were missing were restored and or the ones that were screwed up were restored, we kind of were like, well, we can keep it going, which would be nice to do, but it's not really a necessary thing. Like, the whole reason that we had originally started this up was because we felt, for posterity purposes, we wanted these missing playthroughs on the internet, right? Stupid decay bullshit. And now they're up. The missing ones are up. Anyone who wants to see the forgotten playthroughs, they're not forgotten anymore. There's somewhere you can watch them in their entirety, and they look like modern playthroughs, okay? So, that's that. Now, you know, could I eventually go back and maybe look to someone else who's going to do it? Or, you know, I can't do it. It's too much work for me to do that. You know, I'd have to buy another PC and have it running, editing, and encoding all day. So I can't do that. Could I pay someone else to do it? Sure, but at the point that we ended it, you know, we weren't getting any views on it anyway. Again, like 50 views on a video for 8 hours of work and me paying someone to do it, was it really worth it? So I would say probably the restorations on that channel are done. But we may go back to it for the retro nights eventually at some point when it seems appropriate. But we've just been doing games so much, we've been enjoying it. I mean, look how many chill streams I got now. We got Minecraft in the rotation. We got 2 driving games in the rotation. We got so much good stuff going that we don't really need to have filler nights to do the retro stuff. I would like to go back to it at some point. I really enjoyed the retro nights. Oh, by the way, I forgot. It's time to celebrate because we hit the goal. Thank you, everyone, for watching everything that I do, for enjoying the content, for supporting the content, and allowing me to be successful. I appreciate you so very much. 26 out of 30. We're almost to the next reward. Thank you, guys. All right. Excellent stuff. I almost forgot. Oh, wait, there's a picture there. 2 more years of service and dedication at the Rose Estate. I probably just want to do this because I just had to heal and everything. So, could I level? Do I have enough? I might have enough. 3, 4. Oh, yeah, I got enough. Oh, I have enough right now. I kept thinking it was like 20,000 and it's less. So technique is going to give me 2 and 4. We'll do technique again. You pooped the Legion magazine. You son of a... Okay. A frenzied amulet. Frenzy. Let's see what this one is. An amulet that can be equipped on a puppet. It restores HP when a fatal attack is successful. Could be good. But overall, having the stat buffs versus that, yeah, let's go with what I got. Oh, that one pooped a fatal catalyst too. They're all pooping. We got a stairwell down. We got a room over there. We got a room over here. What's going on in here? What are you doing? Give me that Legion magazine. What do you think you're doing? This is like the kitchen from Dark Souls game. Again, I hit the wall. Unreal. So dumb hitting the walls. What the shit? Look at this. It came off the ceiling. How were they on the ceiling? What? How were they stuck to the ceiling? Doesn't make sense. Where'd they come from? Well, whatever. Alright, we're going down. Are they on the ceiling again? No, I don't see them. Where are they? Holy shit. Well, I'm being decayed. Oh. Alrighty then. Okay. We just came down. Let's check this out. No secret behind the barrels. No secret behind the barrels. Going up. Wait, no, this is where we came. We gotta go up that ladder. Okay, I got confused. I got all twisted and turned around. Jade said, what's new today? Nothing too new. I just really wanted to focus a lot on this game because, you know, we've been playing it over a week now, and we're nearing the end right now, so I wanted to get as far as I could. It looks like we definitely will beat it next time. But nothing too crazy going on right now. Just continuing on with awesome playthroughs, good games, disgusting murders like this. Edict, purification for the great truth. We will purify these heresies for the great truth. The leader Valentius will not. He is a feeble turncoat. He has halted research into ascension and abandoned the path of truth. He has dared place the Great One's physical form into the hands of heretics and unbelievers. These heresies cannot stand. As the inheritors of the sacred truth, we must take control. You are commanded to cleanse the remnants of heresy from the Rose Estate. Purify that site. All others will continue on the pilgrimage for truth, guided by the noble Sir Pistris. Awaken, evolve, and ascend. Purify the Rose Estate and the cathedral with divine elixir. So it was not what we thought. We thought that this was Arlecchio. It was actually the Order came here and killed everybody. Sheesh. This is probably going to be a shortcut, I would guess. Thank you, Habib. Enjoy your day as well. Oh, you're with Mean Cat and Jasper? Nothing too much going on, Jade. Nothing too much right now. Nothing crazy. Oh. What do we have here? Quite a disgusting bed. Letter to Valentius. Sir Valentius, I hope that this letter finds you well. I wish to apologize for the manner in which I abandoned my duties which bordered on betrayal. I love this family, but walking the monad path proved too painful. I lived in constant fear of being dragged down into the darkness alongside of you. I could no longer endure gazing into that yawning abyss. I decided I must walk a different path. I am truly indebted to you for all that you've done, for taking me in and raising me, and for the great authority you placed in my hand with the rose sword. I intend to use the power of this sword you gifted to me to fight for something righteous. Oh, Father, it embarrasses me even now, but I truly wish to call you that at least once in my life. The feelings inside me as I watch my apprentices grow make me wonder if you felt the same way gazing at me. Your grateful daughter, Leia Florence. And my heart is pounding.
This must be Valentinus in his wife's chambers, if I had to guess. So many bloodstains. I don't think they made it out of here alive.
I get the feeling we're supposed to go the other way.
The Order was helpless when death came calling.
Let's go the other way to make sure we didn't miss a shortcut or something important. The basement with the M on it. So she was the daughter of Valentius, the one-time leader of the Order. But then the Order turned on them, came and purged this estate. It's the cop from the beginning of the game? What is he doing here? No. Jesus. Sir Valentius, with the utmost sincerity and all due respect, this will be the 9th indictment. I write to you now as Luca, senior counselor, but as Luca, your protege. So not as Luca, your counselor, but as Luca, your protege. As I said, I strive to live by your guidance and lessons. You know this, and I'm sure of it. So with the same sincerity and respect, I will continue to indict Simon. And an assembly must be called regarding all of this immediately. Not only is he using Ergo for personal gain, he's carelessly exploiting it. He's even gathering followers and convincing them that he will lead them to ascension, to godhood. He's making no effort to hide his true intentions, but it's not too late. Please call an assembly. I will prove everything. Senior Counselor Luca. Huh. A quartz. Okay. All right, so I received a $27.99 Canadian super chat from Shotgun Savior. Thank you to Shotgun Savior for the support. Let's take a look here. That is the equivalent of $20.38. Thank you to Shotgun Savior for that. Excuse me. That now means we have actually exceeded our goal for today. Thank you so much, Shotgun Savior, for that end of stream support. I'm glad I did that. It was a quartz. If I want to go level up my P organ more, I can. So I guess this linked the estate to a tram system. Remember, they had mentioned that there used to be a tram that would go to this Rose estate. So this must be that tram they were talking of, but it just doesn't work anymore. Okay. What there was a crazy cop doing here, I have no idea. A crazy cop robot. He just dropped some items, so... Okay. Now we can go back. Sweet. All right, back to the horrendous scene here. Everyone being dead. Here we live, here we remain. We are eternal. We're not eternal, for the record. Nothing is. A secret bookcase. What the hell is that? It looks like there was an arm and someone removed it. What was this arm? information about what this arm is? Seriously? I mean, that's kind of out of nowhere. They just had an arm that was encased in this giant thing. And it's missing. And we don't know what it is. We haven't had any talk of an arm or anything. So... throwing that out of nowhere. Okay. Great Master's letter of excommunication. To my young apprentice, I'm told you have succumbed to delusion and abandoned the path of truth, Valentius. The human heart can be pitiful, but it is resilient, and I see you are unable to discard your connections to family. But your greater sin? Handing over the Great One's arm. So that's supposed to be the arm of the Great One, the god-like creature that they thought was the source of the ergo. You have fallen so regrettably far. I have no choice but to inform you that in the name of the council, I declare you excommunicated. As we once shared the bond of master and apprentice, I have personally created this excommunicant's cure for you, but you may not have time to take it. I've heard my sea monster is on the move. He's headed your way. Yeah, we heard about that, and it didn't make it. It got destroyed on the way. You who will not see the threat of eternity, make your choice. To live and rot as a human, or to bloom into the next phase of evolution as your final act? Unfortunately, the question is rhetorical, for the matter is out of your hands, Valentius. So he's saying, here, drink this and become a mutant. All this infighting over the arm of the Great One and the ergo and all of that crap and baloney. Alright, well, there's an item up there. High up. Can't get to it. Drop down and fight. You missed. How do I get up there? Don't see a ladder. We're in the Great Library, apparently. It's huge. Oh, not one of these idiots. No. Jade says the rock? What? The rock? What? Oh. Can you smell? Rock is swinging. Where do you come from? Headless? This must be all the servants. All the servants got all mutated. Well, oh, I got a technique crank, not that I need it. So I don't think that we're gonna beat this right now. We're out of time. I think we should kind of call it quits right now. Because what we're seeing is this is a big maze, right? What the fuck? What the hell just happened? It's a big maze, and you can see that there's certain bookshelves you can push to activate stuff. But we're not gonna have time to do it. So I think what we'll do is kind of like get to a safe spot and save, and next time we'll resume from where we are right now. So there was that one bookshelf we could push a button on, I believe. Weird. There's like the wall looks like a door, but it's not. You can climb up there, and then there was this here. This is a good spot to save, I think. Courage Amulet. See what this sucker does. Courage Amulet. Enhances pulse cell recharge when discharged. I don't care about that. All right, so let's save up. And guys, great stream now. I would absolutely like feedback. For those who are watching, the people in the chat apparently don't know. For those who are watching this on demand, still a few hundred watching, what do you think of the playthrough, and are we going to beat it with one more stream? Do we need one more daytime stream to beat it? How much longer is the DLC? Is the final boss insanely challenging? You know what I mean? Like, if I could beat this in a night stream, maybe I should do that. But if I need another day stream, I'm down for that. We actually already had a day stream scheduled next week, but I don't want to waste time either and do a whole day stream and beat it in an hour, right? So I'm curious, for those who know, if you have any feedback. But thank you. What a great stream of Lies of P today. Major progress yet again. Great support on the stream. I'm looking forward to see how it all ends. It's kind of a neat tying in, twisting. I wonder if Arlecchio will actually be the final boss or an optional boss at the end. I wonder if we're going to end up fighting the legendary Stalker Leia, if she mutates. I wonder if we're going to find out whoever basically killed everyone here in the charity house, and if they're still here and we have to fight them. I don't know. Like, I actually have no idea how this DLC will end, because the way it's written, it's like all these different threads kind of coming together, right? I did get a achievement today, Tracker of Dark Secrets, decrypt all the hidden clues. And I also got Kill the Leader of the Bastards. So those are the two that we actually got today. All right. So good stuff. And thank you all. And I will see you next time for the probable finale of Lies of P Overture. Thanks a lot.